Hi, I'm Mike Lee with Team Horizon, and this is a Team Tech Tip. We've been asked by some of our viewers to show how to do programming changes on their next generation Spectrum transmitters, like this DX7. And one of the most popular requests is to show how to make a two-position switch on the transmitter control the use of our AS3x stabilization system. On some models, like the Consendo S, the Sportsman S, and the Apprentice S, the AS3x system uses a three-way switch. However, some pilots don't feel the need for three-way switches. They simply want some stabilization sometimes, and then no stabilization at other times so they can really ring it out. Well, it's not hard to do, and I'll show you how. We start with any of the next generation transmitters, which normally have the all-black finish on them. In this tech tip, we are using the Spectrum DX7 transmitter, a very popular radio due to the versatility of the software and plenty of channels for the sporting pilots. This example assumes the DX7 was set up as shown in the assembly manual that comes with the model, in this case, the Consendo. With the radio on, go to the functions list by pressing the scroll switch and scroll down to System Setup. Select and press the scroll switch once. Now press Yes to disable the RF output. This takes you to the System Setup menu. Now scroll down to the Channel Assignment menu and press the scroll switch once. Once onto this screen, scroll down to Next and press the scroll switch once. This takes you to the Channel Input Configuration menu. Scroll down to Channel 5, Gear, and highlight that selection. The gear channel is what is normally assigned to control the AS3x system with switch B on the transmitter, providing a three-position selection. We want to have only a two-position selection for the AS3x, which will be on and off only. So by assigning the AS3x system to switch A of the transmitter, and we're going to do that now, just by moving switch A, it automatically catches that. You now have a two-position AS3x switch. Note that you should adjust the amount of authority that switch A provides from the AS3x system. You may now bug out. As the instructions of the model show, in this case the Consendo, on page 5, it has the transmitter setup for all the DX series Spectrum transmitters to set up the AS3X system. On the three-way switch, it is showing the AS3X system plugged into the gear plug of the receiver. This is only an example. Read the individual instructions of your own aircraft and radio as you need. Consendo assembly book. You can see the values set for the three positions of switch B on the monitor. It will range from 100% to 0% and then a negative 100%. The amount of gain you get from negative 100% is nothing. In other words, negative 100% turns the AS3X system off. The 0 position on the monitor, which is neutral, gives you 50% gain from the AS3X system, and the 100% position gives you full gain of the AS3X position, which would be the beginner mode. Remember that our goal is to use only two positions, so if you leave the settings for switch A at negative 100% and positive 100%, you'll get either no AS3X or all AS3X stabilization, which is the beginner mode. If this is too much stabilization, then you can reduce the amount of stabilization using the travel adjustment in the servo setup menu. Go to the servo setup menu in the function list, and here you can decrease the AS3X stabilization down to 50% of normal. That should bring you right on into the ballpark. Okay, let's see what it looks like on our DX7 for real. From the operational screen, we go to depress the scroll switch once. That gets you into the functional list. We'll go down to servo setup. Actually, we're going to go down the monitor at the bottom of this list. Depress the scroll switch once, and that shows you where everything is working. In this case, we're looking at switch A, and that is controlling the gear channel, which is channel 5. Right now, it's at plus 100. Now it's at minus 100. That is the off position for AS3x. Positive 100 is the on position, full AS3x gain, which would be the beginner's mode. But let's go back down to no AS3x at all and see what it looks like in the servo setup so we can tune that 100% gain down to something more livable. We don't need it in beginner's mode. So let's go back, hit the scroll switch to get into function list, go all the way down 1 to servo setup, depress the scroll switch, go to travel, and now we're in travel. Go on over to the gear switch, channel 5. There it is right there. And you can see that it's at negative 100%. We want to change the one up on top from 100% full gain down to like 55% half gain. %. And now let's look at the monitor here, because now we don't have to switch out of the screen. Look at the gear mode, and you can see it jumps all the way down to negative 100%. Switch it back on up. It goes just past middle, which means you're just past 50% gain. Should be just right. Try that out and go from there. Once you get there, hit the scroll switch or the back switch a couple times. We're back on the operational mode. We're ready to fly and try it on out. That's it, guys. Okay, now that we have the 2-position switch set up, let's see what it does on our screen in real life. Here we go. We're on the operational screen right now. We're going to go to the monitor. So you're going to depress the scroll switch once and go all the way to the bottom of this menu, which is the functional list. Depress the scroll switch, and there is your monitor. You can see the ailerons moving here. You see the elevator moving there. And then you can see channel 5, the gear. It's at minus 54%. I'm sorry, plus 54%. Now it's at minus 100, which is the off position for the AS3x. So how did we get to 54%? Well, that's pretty easy. Let's do this. Let's go back 1. And from there we go back into the function list. We're going to go up to the top to servo setup. Depress the scroll switch once. Go on over to travel. Depress the scroll switch once. Go on over to channel 5, which is our gear. And there you see the values right there. 54 up, minus 100 down. We can adjust that 54 up by hitting the switch, which is the A switch. There you see it lit up. And now we can adjust it for more gain or less gain. Now I'm taking less gain from it. Let's go more gain. That's how you adjust it, guys. We're going to leave it at 52%. I think that's what it is. Yeah, 52%. We're going to try it from there. At this point in time now, you need to go airborne and see how much gain you need to increase or decrease. And customize your airplane to fly the way you want it to fly. That's all there is to it, guys. You want to get back to our main screen? Sure. How about we just hit the back button twice? And there we are. Well, that's it. And now you have a 2-position switch to use in controlling the amount of gain from the AS3x stabilization system. If you desire to use one of the rotating channel control knobs for stabilization adjustment, you can assign the AS3x to the right side control knob of the DX7. And this will allow that variable gain control. The versatility of the next generation software for the Spectrum radio lineup is absolutely amazing, allowing pilots to customize their transmitter to fit their style of flying the way they need and the way they want. This is just one example. We hope that you've enjoyed this Team Tech Tip and that we have made your hobby experience more enjoyable. I'm Mike Lee with Team Horizon, and you just got a Team Tech Tip. Thanks for watching. Now where is that on-off switch?